Hey there, insurance pros. Have you been following the conversations around the cross-border privacy rules, or CBPRs? If not, now's the time to tune in. CBPRs are reshaping how personal data moves across international borders. And for our industry, where data constantly flows between Canada, the US, and beyond, this isn't just another regulatory update. It's a shift that directly impacts our clients, our policies, and our risk models. Here's the short version. The CBPR framework is part of the global CBPR system, a multilateral initiative designed to standardize privacy protections when personal information crosses borders. Canada joined alongside economies like the US, Japan, Singapore, and South Korea, creating a shared set of data protection standards. For organizations, especially those transferring client, customer, or employee data internationally, this means new expectations for how personal data is collected, used, and disclosed to stay compliant. This isn't just a policy conversation, it's a risk conversation. Claims teams regularly share client data with third parties abroad. Underwriters assess risks for businesses operating across multiple jurisdictions. Brokers advise SMEs on privacy risk, often without the benefit of formal privacy frameworks. Now here's the big twist. Under the CBPR framework, accountability agents, independent recognized third parties, may become responsible for certifying whether a company's privacy framework complies with local Canadian laws and international data transfer requirements. Think about the implications. An insured could fail certification and lose credibility in global data transfers. A non-certified business may face coverage disputes if a breach occurs and they're deemed non-compliant. Insurers could start requiring CBPR certification to underwrite certain policies, shifting the risk landscape entirely. And here's where things get real. SMEs are at the highest risk of falling behind. Most small and mid-sized businesses don't have dedicated privacy teams or the budget to overhaul policies, processes, and systems to meet CBPR criteria. Yet these rules still apply to them if they handle data that crosses borders. For brokers, this raises critical questions. How do we advise SME clients who may lack the resources for full compliance? Will accountability agent certifications become an underwriting requirement? What happens to coverage if a breach occurs and the insured isn't certified? Here's the urgency. June 2nd, 2025, the global CBPR system officially launched and certification pathways are already open. July 31st, 2025, ICED's consultation deadline. This is the last chance for insurance professionals to weigh in and shape how CBPR certification and accountability agent roles are adopted in Canada. End of 2025, updates to CBPR program requirements, including breach notification rules and handling of sensitive personal information, are expected to be finalized. Translation: this is happening now, and it directly impacts how we assess, underwrite, and advise on privacy risks. As an industry, we need to ask ourselves, are current cyber and privacy policies built to respond to CBPR-driven exposures? Will accountability agents effectively set a new compliance bar for insureds? And should we start preparing clients for that? How do we help SMEs achieve certification when resources are tight? The CBPR consultation is our chance to shape how Canada operationalizes these rules, including who gets to decide whether organizations are compliant. Insurance professionals need a voice at this table to ensure policyholders, brokers, and underwriters aren't left reacting after the fact. This isn't just about checking the compliance box. It's about protecting clients and reducing coverage gaps in a shifting privacy landscape. The more we understand CBPRs now, the better we can negotiate coverage, manage risk, and position ourselves as trusted advisors. And this is just the start. Follow us on LinkedIn for updates as we work closely with federal regulators to make Canada's insurance industry more robust, resilient, and prepared for what's ahead. But for now, let's keep this a conversation. Do you think insurers will start requiring CBPR certification before underwriting? How are you planning to prepare your SME clients for this? And if accountability agents set the compliance bar, what does that mean for brokers advising cross-border businesses? Drop your thoughts below. Your perspective could help shape how our industry adapts to this new reality.